I'm gonna need that. What I'm gonna be doing is an uninstall slash like how to install the HKS SSQV blow-off valve kit for all of the newer Infiniti twin turbo engines. Picking up where we left off before on the intro video, now that you got the hood popped, what you're going to want to do is remove your engine cover, disconnect your battery. That's always safe. And then I'm just going to walk you through a couple of the main spots where we're going to be working in here. You can see the blow-off valves I still have connected. I'm going to be removing them. They're going to be getting sold, like I said earlier, to one of my buddies on Instagram. So, you know, have fun. Beast Q50 RS. You're going to enjoy these. They make all the right noises, and especially if you're going to get an EcuTech later on or whatever you end up doing with the car, you're gonna enjoy them, and they're good to have. They really don't hurt the car, and they look cool and they sound cool. So I have the burger intakes on here still. You know, the full intakes go all the way down and whatever, which is why you see these. Then the blow-off valves themselves are here. This blue line, which is easier because mine is blue. Some of them are black, and depending on what kits you guys buy, they're going to be different colors. Pulling this light off here because it's dark and it's freezing out here. So we're going back here. I'm showing you guys where the vacuum line goes in behind your intake manifold. You see right in there. That's probably one of the most annoying parts of doing this. Yeah, camera focus there. So right there where you see that guy, that's going to be coming out. Your OEM one's going to be there. It looks similar, but it's black and it has 2 clamps on it. And then you're going to follow that. That's going to come all the way out here. You're going to get a T-piece right there where you can see I zip tied it. It's going to split to the left and to the right. 2 filters. Follow it around. It's going to connect onto the blow-off valve right on the top, on this side, and on this side. So that's where it's going to divert. And then you can see on this side, because there's more room, where that blue coupler is, right behind it. It's like a 3-way. Blow-off valve goes right in it. And you have 3 clamps. And that's the turbo outlet coupler. And then behind that, once the engine cover is off, you have your throttle body couplers with 2 clamps as well. And to get those off, see those 2 bolts right there where it's really bright? On that side. And then same thing over on this side. Some of you might have a catch can. That's where your catch can goes on. Those 2 guys, those are your top mount intercooler bolts. You're going to want to crack those loose. It's either a 10 or a 12 millimeter. It's probably a one or the other. I don't even remember. It's probably a 10. It might be a 12, judging by looking at it from here. Use a long extension, and my advice is to stuff a rag down in there, because when those come out, you don't want to drop them. And then on this side, same thing. That's where the other turbo outlet coupler goes. Again, mine are blue just because they're color coded. It's a little bit easier to see things. Those are 8 millimeters on the clamps. And just another tip, you're going to want to angle the blow-off valves, because you see how when you look at them straight, they're kind of turned a little bit outwards or to the side. They're going to fit just about right that way. But if you don't give them enough room, you're going to have a tough time getting them in there. Inlets and outlets. So that's where you're at pretty much right now. Again, it's the same on both sides. That is between your turbo, which you see down there, and your intercooler, is up top right there, which you take out those 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4 bolts, wiggle it. Last, you got to get that guy out or put it in, whichever, whether you're doing the install or extall per se. And then the coupler goes right there, right in there. With the blow-off valve, remember there's 3 clamps that are very important there. OEM one, there's 2, just bottom and top. Not the most fun. Use your OEM hardware that's already on your car, the 7mm 2 here, and you're gonna have 2 from your OEM coupler, and included in the kit that I'm gonna send or you get elsewhere, right where I'm tapping here, closest to the blow-off valve that actually holds it in place, you're gonna get a smaller worm clamp, which is an 8 or a 7mm, but that's the one you're gonna get in your aftermarket kit, but you're gonna reuse about 90% of your OEM stuff.